Hola mis amigos y bienvenidos a Dice Commando. Today's game was recorded coverage of the Chilean Grand Championship that took place on January 25th, 2020. Videos were collected by Ignacio Gallardo and sent to Dice Commando for commentary and posting. A huge thank you to the Chilean players for sharing their event with us. Hello everyone and welcome to Dice Commando's coverage of the Chilean Grand Championship. On our left we have Sergio. Sergio is playing Maul, Dooku, and Bitter Rivalry for that -1 point plot there. And on the right we have Ignacio. Ignacio is playing Raylo today. So with the roll off we got a 3, it looks like, on Maul's side and a whopping 1 for Raylo. So it will be Sergio's decision. It looks like he's going to play on his battlefield. Giving Raylo those shields never feels good. Then for Bitter Rivalry, actually, yep, 2 get dealt into Maul, and then Ignacio gets another card. So looks like he might have drawn 2 there. Either way, but he put 1 back. I mean, so that was confusion on the deck. So yep, 6 cards in hand. He's got a good-looking hand with that. So all right, first comes so it's a Dooku power action for binds all things for 1. Yeah, so he's reaching across the table as if he's going to discard at random, but it's actually Ignacio's choice. Yep, so player's choice. So Ignacio will look at his hand and he'll discard 1 card from it. He's got a lot of good options in there. I like the Yoda Saber, Loth Cat, I think. Or not Lothcat, sorry, Lothwolf. Alright, so he drops Raise, doesn't need the redeploy early. Let's see what he goes for here. A lot of good options. Alright, yep, power actions, throws 1 into Maul, 10 health remaining on Maul. It's not a bad deal. So do you remember though, Dooku's a Sith, and you can play some of the Sith Apprentice stuff here, or that. Dooku's Saber coming in. It looks like he's going to force the discard, actually. And again, that is a choice. Yep, it's a choice. Alright, oh, there's his Lothwolf. I was thinking he was going to maybe Yoda's into Lothwolf, but he's got that Neiman there, which is tough to pass up, right? So alright, so it is Ignacio's action here. Alright, bringing in Kylo. Gets 2 damage. I think he's going to be flipping his specials though, but he will not get to bounce them. So, alright, there's a motive for melee I would get. Yep, melee because it gets pulled off. Who takes the resource? Alright, maybe we're going to Yoda's and Neiman here. A lot of really good stuff in there. I do think he also has a Maul Saber in there as well. Alright, so Dooku coming in. 2 melee, 1 discard. Yep, so okay, so he'll Yoda's up. So remember the special on Yoda is 1 unblockable, or you can remove a shield to deal 2 unblockable, which works quite well with some of these Rey special shield chains. I like it on Rey a lot. It's a good choice. Not just because she's ready, but it works well on her because of what I just said with the chains. Alright, so there's 2 into Kylo, so 1 net through the shields. Back to Ignacio. Oh, that might actually be a cross guard. It is. It's a cross guard. It's not a... Alright, so there's a Neiman to blank the character die. Yeah, I was thinking it was a Maul Saber, but it's definitely a cross guard. Alright, here comes Maul. So this is going to be the key to his match, obviously, right, is to keep the shields off of the power action. So he's just going to have to roll good, which is not exactly a huge statement in Destiny, but... Alright, so things are looking real good for Ignacio there with the specials. It's almost exactly what I was talking about, so he'll be able to, assuming he doesn't take a hit, which he's likely to with the Maul power action here and lose his shields, but let's see how it plays out here. Alright, Salt Flats to blank a die. Okay. Looks like he's going to pitch to reroll. Nope, turns it to a blank. Okay. He's just going to power action though, right? Yep, so there's the power action, I believe. And, alright, deals the damage. So, 1 to the shield and 1 in, or sorry, and then 2 into Kylo. So, 8 health remaining on Kylo. 10 health remaining on Rey. Yeah, so like I was saying, the key with this Maul deck is you just have to roll good and keep the shields off, right? So he drops his crossguard to reroll everything except Yoda's. Does not roll well at all. He does still have Rey's power action to reroll one of his die. Alright, so there's a drop to reroll on Sergio's side. And that's not too bad for him either. Alright, there's Rey to blank. Yep. 1 card left in Sergio's hand, though. He takes a resource. He must want it. Alright, Ignacio does the same. Takes 2 resources. He's going to leave the Maul die on the table. Oh, overwrites with Maul Saber. That is what he wanted. Alright, so then there's 1 into Maul. So Maul, but interesting, these guys both kind of came out swinging and then kind of stalled out. So, but with 4 resources into this round for Ignacio, that should be pretty good for him. Oh, I also just saw Beguile as well. Beguile, Conflicted, Motive. There's some good stuff in this hand. I mean, that's what Raylo does, right? It's just all good stuff. So, alright, but we do have binds ready to go. So let's see what he decides to do here. Yep, so he'll binds in. He will power action Dooku, I assume. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's what he says. That's his power action token. So, alright, treasures, so he'll get to draw a card. And the Ignacio needs to discard a card. This puts a little additional pressure on him. Alright, yeah, he gets rid of Conflicted. 2 for Palp Saber, and I get 1 back. Yep, because 1 ability, being the Neiman. So Rey's fully loaded here. You can't hate that. Unless you're Sergio, of course. So we do see, so he's playing it. He has Sith teachings in there, which is not a surprise. So that's Sergio, I mean, has it in his hand, so he can potentially print both of Maul's to any side or blank all of the characters. Right, there's the Maul Saber motive, gets it, of course. He can pay 1 to roll it back in if he desires. Whoop. Maul coming in. Not fantastic, but power action yet to come. Alright, Kylo goes on his special. There's no shields to note for the minute. But Rey power action's still alive, so that's looking at 4 damage. I mean, that Sith teachings, if you can catch him without control, is pretty massive because it could potentially flip to 6, but it does cost you the Maul power action. It's not super high value on Maul. So he's going to drop to reroll first. I think that's okay because he was pitching a reroll anyway, so that just puts more Maul targets on the table, or just puts more pressure on with Maul, I mean. Alright, so there's a Beguile for 2. So he's just looking at Dooku's stats here. Alright, so Dooku rerolls, gets a focus. He'll probably end up, so it blanks a Maul, removes a Maul. That Maul should power action. No question about it in my mind, and then use that Sith teachings to play defensive. Yep, so there it is. There's the, whoa, slippery die. Power action gets a, is that the 3? I think it is. It is, so 3 apiece, not too shabby. Alright, 2 to Maul. Is at 6 damage, 7 health remaining, but again, we have Rey yet to come in, so could get ugly here. Dooku does have that focus. Remember, the treasured specials were 2 unblockable, which is not irrelevant in this Raylo match. Alright, Salt Flats. Oh yeah, sorry, they were just removing the power action marker. Yep, there's focus to the special. Forsakes it. It has been forsook. Yep, just going to pass. Yep, he's going to go in and play defensive with Ray yet to come in. All right. That's not too bad. Threatening 4. Do you remember the Ray power action is still on, so there's a motive on Palp Saber for melee, of course. Gets it and hits it removed. Back to Ignacio, who... Oh, is he out of cards? Right, 2 into Maul. Salt, yeah, he's out of cards, so Salt Flats is still a thing, so... Alright, 1 for another binds. Shield on Yoda's. Oh, he claims that's going to let him power action. Yep. So 1 more, and then he's going to be able to power action Ray and hit for 2. Yeah, he should have stayed on that Salt Flats. He could have saved the 2 damage. Alright, and then he'll take his dollar, and we'll go into probably not the final round, but probably the effective final round of the match. I don't see Maul living through this at all. The question is, can Maul put the damage in before it's time? He should get rid of, in my opinion, he should get rid of Sith Teachings here because he's, well, and then he just drew one, of course, but so I think he should have dropped the Sith Teachings just to clear his hand because he's probably going to try and power action Maul anyway, but because Maul's at 11, so a polarity ends, which we haven't seen yet, right? So you have to assume you're going to draw in a polarity, so polarity ends Maul, which I think Ignacio has. Actually, I believe it's that top card there under his right thumb. Alright, so we're going to power action Dooku to open. Alright, oh, because he had overwritten the Dooku Saber. Yep, that works, absolutely. So drops the Force Jump, which he's not going to need. I think he just... Oh, and then the Dooku one as well, right? Yep, there it is. So then he does his polarity. Yep, so he'll go 1 into Maul, and then he'll likely power action to just end it, which he does. Yep, so that'll be a dead Maul. That should be effective game. I think Dooku's got some great stuff on him, but he is down 3 cards at this point, so he only has 2 cards in his hand. Rolls okay. You can't hate if you're him getting the natural 2 on the Maul Saber. Resolve it and roll it back in. Alright, there's an overwrite for Rays. Alright, that'll give it's kind of bad value because that only gives 1 shield net because the other pops off, but this point I think you just resolve Maul's on its own. Try to roll it back in, right? Oh no, actually he can't because Maul's is pay 1 if no shields on any characters. Yeah, so he's gonna have a hard time actually. So he'll have to put it into Ray collective. So maybe he actually does pitch to reroll here. Okay, but he's gonna do the 4. It looks like he's going to. Does he go to Ray? No, he goes to Kylo, trying to get him down. All right, Kylo's gonna come in. You can't blame him for trying to get him down. I think the right play was to try to plug it into Ray. All right, Salt Flats to blank. Probably his power action's back, right? Yep, he does. He does have the Sith Teachings for defense. He can flip those to blanks. I think that's what he's going to do. Yep, so he'll blank both the Kylo dice. Spotting the Sith. Yeah, that caught me off guard too the first time because in my head I had read it, try to use it offensively, but it definitely is defensive. Alright, Ray coming in, fully loaded with some really good stuff on her. Doesn't roll fantastic. Do note the Yoda Saber's gone. Not that he's going to need the unblockable, really. Are we missing a die, actually? Oh, no, duh, because Dooku's single, sorry. Alright, yep, Ray takes a shield onto Kylo. He is out of cards now. He's done a pretty effective job controlling the hand. I think he just sits teach again, right? Yeah, because both his power actions are used. It'll limit his, yeah, I mean, focus, which kind of stinks, but he needs to get that dagger on the table and start stealing some shields to keep alive. Yeah, I missed there. So there's two, and then he'll get to bounce back in. He could potentially do something. Nope. Nope. Blanks, blanks, and blanks. Alright, so there's a Sergio claim. Ignacio will take $1, and we'll go to the next round. It goes in with 4 resources. Kylo's still alive somehow. I do have to say I smell a treasured special coming up here, but we will see. Sergio needs like a pushing slash or something like that into a treasure special if he's going to have any chance here. Alright, so he's actually, it looks like he's going to overwrite. He's got the dagger. Yeah, so he's going to overwrite the dagger. Power actioning drops 1 for binds. No huge loss there on Ignacio's side. Switch out the die, yep. But Ignacio's down to 4 cards in hand now. It actually drops a jump. Yep, time for Sergio to get in the pool. Yep, see if he can try and slip some through. Do remember he gets the shield steal. Oh, because he's backing out. Okay, it's going to pay 1 for... Oh, Chancellor's Edict. Steal those shields. Fascinating. Alright, Kylo coming in. Rolls okay with 2 damage showing. Pays 1. Right, you were my friend. Seen some oldies but goodies here. Yeah, does not have more blue cards. Yeah, because he has temporary truce, so. Oh, okay, so he's pulling it back. Yeah, they did the miscount wrong because they forgot the plots, I think. Or I think he forgot the plot on the other side, so. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's equal. Alright, power action salt flats to blank. Ray's going to come in before he power actions. Ray rolls well. Alright, here comes Dooku. Let's see if Dooku can get Kylo off the table here. That's one way to do it. Motive. Alright. So he'll have to... yeah, that's not coming back in. He's got to kill Kylo here, right? And when he kills Kylo, he does get shields. I mean, Kylo only has 1 health left. There's no reason not to pop Kylo. Yeah, so he resolves the 1, drops Kylo, puts 2 into Rey. But Rey's going to be able to keep shields on for days, right? And then Chancellor's Edict, I believe, gives him 2 shields. Which it does. So that Forsaken is on now because he only has 1 Dooku die, which is pretty awesome for him. Alright, so he flips... Oh, hold on. Right, so he was going to Neiman. He's backing it up. Okay, so he does 2 first. And then I think we're going to get the... Oh, he's just cleaning board, but I think he's going to forsake that Neiman. Yep, Neiman gets Forsaken. I believe 2 cards in hand. He's got enough to pitch to reroll and try to get ahead here. There he goes. There's 5 damage. That's gonna be tough for him to deal with in the next round. Alright, but now it works because now he has more blue cards. So, alright, there's the turn a die to side, and if you have more blue, you remove it. So now it works. Right, drops the reroll. Does not get what he wants, but he'll be able to put 3 in. So I think Sergio probably claims here. I think he's thinking about rerolling Dooku. Try and get the shields off. He can't pay for Mauls, but Oh, and actually, did he miss the... Was that the shield move on... I think it was. I think he missed the shield move on dagger, I think. Which would have put Ray at 0 shields. Oh, that's actually pretty big. But it is a May, so... And I'd have to go back and look at that. I think that's what happened, but... Alright, so he's going to roll out and put the pressure on. I like that move. He could roll real hard here. Alright, there it is. There's another Beguile. So he's packing 2 Beguiles. Look at that. Alright, we're re-rolling the dagger. Or sorry, that's not the dagger. That's Dooku's. And then he gets to blank the dagger and remove Mauls. Cannot pay 1 to roll in yet. Needs to get that shield off. This game's not over at all. Chancellor's Edict removes shields. So he won't get the shields on kill, but it does take the shields off of Rey. There we go. Now he can roll Mauls back in. Oop, not a great roll on Ignacio's side. He gets the 2 on Neiman, but that's the die you don't want the melee on, right? I think he has to roll in and then pitch to reroll and just try to clear the board. Gets the plus. He's going to need a base side to pair with it. Can Dooku or the dagger deliver is the question here, right? There's 1 for... Alright, draw closer. Oh, that's going to be worth 4 and stays in the pool. So unless he can control that 2, that is game, ladies and gentlemen. That is not a character die. Relevant because he has an isolation in his hand, but I think that's going to do it. And I think Raylo's going to take down the match with the draw closer play. I think so. Yep, he's stalling, otherwise he'd be playing it. So and by stalling, I mean he's pausing to think, so he must be checking his outs. But I think Ignacio's going to take this one down. All right, there's an overwrite. Oh, overwrite for Neiman to flip to... It doesn't have a blank, so he probably goes to... Oh, maybe the resource? Yep, goes to the resource, and then there's a pitch to reroll, and if you can put anything, any pressure on, which he does in spades, oh yeah, that's going to be it. A 2, a 2, a 3 for 1, which he can pay for, and then 2 raise. I think that's gonna be it. Yep. All right, nicely done. Ignacio taking down round 1. Well played, gentlemen. Good game. If you like what we're doing here on the Dice Commando channel, please show your support with a like and a subscribe. Please remember to keep all comments civil and constructive and to help us continue to grow this amazing community. Thank you for watching Dice Commando.
Hi, I'm Ignacio. I'm from Chile. Like and subscribe and go Commando. Thank you.